August 6, 2011 was one of the funnest days of my life. It all started with Sammy, my sister Anna, and me setting up a tent in my backyard. We were having a bunch of friends coming over, and we were going to be sleeping in the tent that night. With the orange sun beaming down on us, we finally got the tent set up after 3 hours. The tent was in the middle of my backyard on top of bright green grass. Once it was up, we went swinging on the swing. It was really fun. Then our friends started showing up. We all started to freak out because they were about an hour early. "Quick, Sammy, go hide behind the tent so they won't see you," I yelled at Sammy as she was already halfway there. She hid there for a good 5 minutes before someone had actually spotted her. The person who found her, his name was Chris. As Chris was running towards us, he dropped his bag, and a can of Mountain Dew exploded, like a bomb blowing up. It was really hilarious. What was left of the Mountain Dew was cold, as it went down my throat. After him, a lot of other people also came. It was really funny to see everyone's expressions when they all found Sammy behind the tent. As soon as everyone was there, we decided to go on a walk to the end of the street and back. It was a really good day to go on a walk, and when we got to the end of the street, my brother just came around the corner. "Hey, you want to go for a joyride?" he asked us. Being us, of course, we got into the car and all wanted to ride on the roof. He wouldn't let us because it was too dangerous. So all 7 girls and Chris piled into my brother's 6-person car, and he stomped on the gas the whole way back to our house. When we got back to the house, we all piled out and yelled "Woohoo!" at the top of our lungs. We all then ran as fast as we could over to where my sister Anna and her friends were. They had already started the campfire, so we grabbed a hot dog, put it on a fork, and started roasting it. As we were all roasting them, we all talked about the most random things. We all talked about movies and random funny things that have happened in our lives. Once we all ate what we could, we started to settle down. Then my sister's boyfriend at the time decided that he wanted to give everyone a ride on his moped. Of course, then people got all riled up because they wanted a ride too. My brother was pretty mad because it was ruining the lawn, plus it was 10 o'clock at night and he was trying to sleep. After he was told to stop giving us rides, we all sat around the fire and was talking about stories that we remembered about band camp. Then Anna's friend Kula remembered the game we would do when we would wait for instructions at band camp. The game would be that we would throw the littlest rocks we could find at each other, and then Kula threw a rock at Chris and it hit him right in the eye. My friend Angelina and I went to go get his mom, and she came out to look at him. Once she looked at him, they decided to go home because the rock had given him a really black eye. After that, no one really wanted to do much, so all the guys went home and the girls stayed for the night. Anna and her friends slept in the basement, and my friends and I were going to sleep in the tent. You know, the one that took us 3 hours to set up. But of course, the girls were being too girly-like and complained. They said, "There are so many bugs and it's really creepy out here. Let's just sleep on your porch." So we all slept on my enclosed porch, and it was a good night of almost no sleeping. We first watched the movie Up, and about 2 or maybe 3 girls actually fell asleep. The rest of us stayed up all night, and it was a terrific time. A couple of my friends and I made a hilarious video about a prince who was choosing his wife. Then we all fell asleep for about an hour and woke up and decided that we should wake the rest of the girls up by hitting them with a pillow. It was really funny because they were really mad after that. Throughout the whole day and night, I realized that I'm very lucky to have a lot of friends in my life, and no matter what happens, we all have fun with all our friends.